Shalom, all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone that rule well through the scriptures. Peace to the rest of the 144,000 and the hopeful elect. I'm the brother Kayad, this GMS Indianapolis, in Indianapolis branch in Indiana. And I want to do a response to the elders video here. All right.
It's a gift from the Lord.
It says, do Hebrew Israelite men hate the black woman? All right. He brought out some beautiful points in this video. But obviously, right? In fact, I'll play a little bit at the beginning.
Typical black woman, never know what she's talking about. See, this is what I'm saying right here. This Hebrew Israelite movement, ladies, this ain't what y'all want. They don't love us. They don't respect us. They don't care about us. See, if you agree with them, then they'll be nice to you, at least for a while. But if you start to make up your own mind and actually read all 66 of the books in context and realize that they are not saying that transatlantic slave descendants are the true Jews, now it's a problem. Now I never know what I'm talking about. This is a race.
So anyway, because you don't, that's a fact. That's a historical fact. That could be proven with evidence. But anyway, nonetheless, I just want to deal with, I'm not even going to deal with that part of it. You know, women learning and teaching the Bible, and the scripture says the sheep of my pasture are men. All right. And with that office of being a man of the Lord, understanding and reading the scriptures and teaching it, that belongs to us, not women. But as far as just the hate part, I want to deal with that. So do Hebrew Israelite men hate the black woman? All right, so I'm going to start off with this scripture. Let's see something real quick. This is Hosea 4 and 14. Let me see. I'm starting at 13. It says, they sacrifice upon the tops of the mountains and burn incense upon the hills, under oaks and poplars and elms, because the shadow thereof is good. Therefore your daughters shall commit whoredom, and your spouses shall commit adultery. So the so-called black woman in particular, the Israelite woman, two things that they are heavy in is spiritual fornication and adultery. All right. A lot of them believe in spirituality, whatever that means. Right. That's the new wave that the black woman is hitting on. All right. They don't believe in the Bible for real. All right. Because when you believe in something, you take the whole of it. All right. Garlic is good for you, but there's a bitterness to it, too. So you can't get rid of the bitterness. All right. So anything that they don't like, you know, they challenge. All right. And they into all these different doctrines, and none of these doctrines have any restraint. All right, you into tarot. Okay. So what can't you do? There ain't no restrictions. It's just you do whatever you want, and that's like I said, that's the new wave. Tarot. These Egyptian goddesses, Sekhmet and Oshun, and spirituality, the crystals. That's what the black woman is on. All right. It says, verse 14, and this was scriptural. This is prophesied. This is what the Bible say. It says, I will not punish your daughters when they commit whoredom, nor your spouses when they commit adultery. For themselves are separated with whores, and they sacrifice with harlots. Therefore, the people that do not understand shall fall. So the Most High is punishing the men, all right, through the woman. All right, because men and women, we are halves of a whole, and we work better together. But because we, as the Israelite man, disregarded our God, all right, then the Lord punished us. One of the punishments he gave us was he took the woman away from us. He gave our women over to whoredom and adultery. So now we're in the process of coming out of that. So as we're waking up, Hebrew Israelite men, as we're waking up, understanding what's really going on, what we should be doing, we have to tell you, okay? We got to tell you. The scripture says what? Isaiah 58:1. It says, cry aloud, spare not. When you look at the translation on the right-hand side, the CSB, it says, cry out loudly, don't hold back. See, women have been shielded from criticism and critique for decades. They just been allowed to do whatever they want, and we got to keep changing the narrative. All right, so their feelings won't be hurt. See, back in the day, your great-grandma and them, a woman had sex with more than one or two men, a handful of men, she would be considered a whore. And we just had to keep lengthening that number. So now we at the point now, you got women, that the average woman, average American woman, average Israelite woman in her 30s is more than likely have been with 20 to 30 men. All right. And then see, you women, you hide behind the notion of, well, you don't know. And as long as it's a gray area, you going to live there. Well, you don't know. And you don't say, well, this is how we know. All right. The science says if a woman have over 5 sexual partners, then her chance to get in a stable and healthy relationship drops by 80%. All right. So what have we now in the Israelite community? Do we have more stable relationships where you can properly pair bond and relate, or do we have less? The answer is we have less. So it says, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression and the house of Jacob their sin. So we got to show you what you're doing wrong. All right, we gotta be shown what we was doing wrong ourselves and change it. But see, like I said, the woman has been shielded from scrutiny. And now that she's starting to get it, now she's starting to get scrutinized and called out. Now that, you hate us. You misogynist. Oh, that's hate. Well, this is hate. I'll show you hate real quick. This is hate right here.
You can't spend your life hanging out with thousandaires or hundredaires and thinking you're going to become a millionaire. Millionaires become millionaires by learning from other.
Mute and then
guys calling. They work at DNA testing centers. One guy had to quit. One guy still works there. He told me 40% of the children are not the man's child.
40%? That's almost half. That's too close to half. 40% of these men are raising children that are not theirs. And you women say you want a so-called good man. The saying goes, ask a woman to describe a good man and watch her describe a slave. Watch her describe a servant. And when you men fit those characteristics, look at the end result of that. AKA Papoose and Remy Ma. Not to mention them because that may or may not be real. You know how this devil operate, but that's a great example. Oh yeah, the way the man's supposed to be, blah, blah, blah. And look what happens. Look what happens every time a man behave the way that a woman say they're supposed to behave. How the woman treat him, what the woman do to him.
40%. He said 40%.
Somebody call Lori.
It's usually
make DNA testing
it's two scenarios. It's where the woman, the person's getting a DNA test because the woman claims that is their child. Turns out it's not. The other one is where the parent is on the deathbed and makes a confession, or they need a liver transplant, blood transfusion, and the blood type. There's no way that can actually be the father. So then they find out because of medical reasons. You mean that's not my father? Then the father finds out from that way. He said it took such a toll on him.
And these women receive no punishment. That's why I opened up with the Hosea 4:14. The Most High said, I will not punish them when they commit whoredoms and adultery. See, this system is set up for you to do this. All right, in Michigan, a woman may not even know a man, but if she know his first and last name, she could write him down on a birth certificate, and now he's liable for child support. All right? That's hate. Okay, that's hate. You out here got these men, and then that's not a big deal. That's like the biggest deal between male and female relations. Okay? That's like the biggest deal, but that's what's the word I want to say? That's not a big deal. You know, that's just brushed off. But here it is when a man tell you to be quiet, you don't know what you're talking about. You this ain't your lane. You out of place. Oh, now that's hate. The scripture says what? Let me grab that. Why is this over there? This is Proverbs 27:5. It says, open rebuke is better than secret love. So to tell you what you're doing wrong so you can stop doing it, so you can get a better result, that's love. Because you think you're getting a better result living how you living now? Being a whore? Just catching bodies on top of bodies? Searching for the fairy tale relationship that's been given to you. You got women in their 60s still out here on dating sites trying to date. In their 70s. And now the men of the Lord, the prophets telling you, look, there's a better way. You got to stop doing this. And you fighting to steady harm and destroy yourself. No. So-called black women hate black women. Because don't none of y'all tell them to change, to do something else. Here it is, this girl, 300 pounds, 5'7", got on something tight and revealing, and you telling her she look good and nice in it. That's hate. Proverbs 27:5, open rebuke is better than secret love. Now I'm going to close it up, but I'm going to put this video, Lord willing, in the description box. I'm not going to play it on the video because it's that vile and disgusting. Okay? This video right here, where it says some modern women, let me see, I'm going to just, let me pause it. I don't want y'all to hear this again. Some modern women are disgusting. Watch out, boys. And see, women, you generally think women are good. All right. It's like there's this notion that men in general are the bad guy and women in general are like the good guys. All right. But you women are modern American women are much more horrible than the modern American man. Okay. It's all type of videos exposing these type of things, and you just have behind, oh, that's hate. Anytime somebody call y'all something, oh, that's hate. Well, I'm gonna put this video in the description box. Matter of fact, yeah, man, I ain't gonna play this video. And then she laughing, and this is the norm. You see videos like this all the time, asking girls questions. You know, they got the videos where the guys be standing on the street, they be asking girls all these questions, and they'll answer them right there in public on camera. Conversations that women will have in private with each other, with shamefacedly, you know, bashful conversations that used to be taboo and bashful for women to have are just out here in the open. And y'all think it's freedom, but that is really harmful. The end result of that is where you at now. Single, alone, fat, single mother, bitter, jaded, because you done had so many negative relationships with men. Now you just, your guard up so high you can't see a potential good thing in front of you. Just through. But like I said, I'm gonna put this in the description. So if a brother want to look at that, let me see. How can I copy it? Play, save. Come on, man. It's just supposed to let me copy that. Oh, copy it. Boom. All right, yeah. So let me end it with this scripture. Amos 5:10. It says, they hate him that rebuketh in the gate. And that's what we doing. So we don't hate y'all. We love y'all. Like Jeremiah said, he said, I spoke for the good of these people. I came out there and prophesied and told them thy word, okay, for your good. So they hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. What is we saying wrong? Cover yourself up. Stop making these twerking videos. Stop keep having sex with each and everybody. Okay, what are we saying wrong? We telling you what's right. We telling you, thus saith the Lord. The scripture says, the ways of the Lord are right. Okay. Let me see. I think it's a psalm. It might be all together. It's okay. Let me see. Let me see. Let me another Salaki. Let me another attempt. All together. Okay. Psalm 19:9. It says, the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is clean, enduring forever. The judgments of the Lord are true and righteous altogether. So with that, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson to the hopeful elect. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakudash. Shalom.